Hey digital investors, what's going on? Welcome back to another video where we go over everything that is happening inside of the crypto space. We have some good stuff to go over today. Hope you guys are all doing well. And with that said, we're gonna get started. If you're a frequent viewer of the show and you'd like to show some support, tapping the like button really does help a ton to push this video in the YouTube algorithm. And starting off, we have virtual currency becomes top priority for FinCEN amid ransomware attacks on various US industries. And we see this kind of becoming more and more prominent, right? These cyber attacks that seemingly just came out of nowhere. Just suddenly we are bombarded with cyber attacks. So let's see what FinCEN is doing. So FinCEN says it's prioritizing digital assets as a new key area of focus. Outlined in a new report, its intention to keep a close eye on convertible virtual currencies, or CVCs. So when you hear CVC as we go through this, it stands for convertible virtual currency. FinCEN says that CVCs have become the preferred medium of exchange of cyber criminals. CVCs have also grown as the currency of preference in a wide variety of online illicit activity. In addition to being the preferred form of payment for buying ransomware tools and services, online child exploitation material, illicit drugs, and other illicit goods online, and for paying ransoms to the perpetrators of ransomware attacks, CVCs often are used to layer transactions to hide the origin of money derived from illicit activity. FinCEN discloses that fighting ransomware is now a pressing matter, especially after a rise in the number and size of cyber attacks. And here's what they say. According to law enforcement and reporting from covered institutions and others, ransomware attacks increased dramatically in 2020 and 2021 in both scale and sophistication, posing a threat to the US healthcare system and other critical infrastructure, as well as US national security and economic prosperity. Countering ransomware has been identified as a top priority for the United States, which is committed to working with like-minded partners around the world to disrupt and deter ransomware actors, including by developing cohesive and consistent policies towards ransom payments and enabling rapid tracing and interdiction of virtual currency proceeds. So here's the thing, guys, and then they go over the Colonial Pipeline. So we've had the Colonial Pipeline hack, we've had the JBS Meat hack. I know we had some other hack that I just can't think of right now, and I'm sure we'll continue to get more and more hacks. And at the end of the day, that's how you know we've already won, right? And here's what I mean, right? They are paying these ransoms, right? For some reason, they're taking these ransoms in Bitcoin, which why would you take them in Bitcoin when you could take them in a privacy token? It just doesn't make any sense, but they're taking them in Bitcoin. And how often are these companies, how often is US infrastructure going to pay out these ransoms? Are we just going to keep getting cyber attacked? And here we have FinCEN saying, they're saying that these are getting more sophisticated, these cyber attacks, that these are going to be a pressing problem going into the future, right? That these are going to continue occurring. So what are we going to do? Is the US and are these big companies just going to continue paying ransoms every time they get hacked? Probably not. And that's what I mean when I say we've already won, because all of this is going to go digital. In fact, you could almost say problem, reaction, solution, right? Getting hacked, now there's a reaction. The solution, put everything on blockchain, encrypt everything. So that's what I mean when I say we have pretty much already won. At the end of the day, I think these cyber attacks are just going to bring in new regulation and a new framework to work around. Now here we have Alchemy partners with Polygon's Matic to improve network capabilities. Matic has been on fire. Well, it was on fire, right? The whole market is kind of now in a slump, but the move Matic did was unbelievable. In a bid to equip DApp developers with the necessary tools for maximum production, Ethereum blockchain developer platform Alchemy has announced a partnership with Polygon to enhance the network's capabilities. The move would supercharge the development of Polygon and the Ethereum network. The partnership would also provide the necessary tools to DApp developers, enabling them to launch relevant blockchain-related products and services in the near future. Based on the partnership, DApp developers building top applications on Ethereum can now enjoy several exciting features of Polygon and Alchemy, including high-speed, low-cost transactions, maximum security, and high-fidelity developer tools. Alchemy noted that the development would bring about massive interest in DeFi-related applications such as Aave, SushiSwap, and Curve. So we have that partnership between Alchemy and Polygon. And let me know in the comments below. I know before Matic wasn't that popular, but it is a lot more popular now. A lot more people getting into it. So let me know in the comments how long, if you have invested in Matic, how long have you been a Matic holder? More long-term, or are you more recent participant in Matic? Now we also have this. Crypto influencer says XRP is going to blast off toward the end of this year. Now this is pretty crazy. So let's just hop into this and I'll give you guys my thoughts. So we have crypto analyst and influencer Ben Armstrong, the host of the YouTube channel BitBoy Crypto, talked about XRP. And he's actually been talking about XRP quite a bit. In this video, or sorry, in this blog, this write-up, they are referencing his most recent video about XRP, but he's been making XRP videos now for, I don't know, maybe a month or so. You know, I don't really know exactly how long, but he's point being, he's made multiple videos. So anyways, in his latest video, here's what he says about Ripple and XRP. He says Ripple is, quote, continuing to make moves. And on June 30th, they hired Cindy Young as managing director of its European operations. Ripple said that Young would oversee strategy and champion the expansion of Ripple's global financial network tech, RippleNet, which delivers financial solutions that enables customers to easily run and scale their business. Now get this, prior to joining Ripple, and Ripple's always hiring these superstars. So prior to joining Ripple, Young had a 5-year tenure at MasterCard, where she held leadership roles driving strategy, commercialization, bank, fintech partnerships, and business development. So he says continuing to make moves. You know, these are the moves that he's basically talking about, these amazing hires. Ripple has invested in Mintable, an Ethereum powered, and this is just going over some other things that Ripple and XRP has done. And I haven't done an XRP video in a while, so I figured I'd just hit on these things really quick. So Ripple has also invested in Mintable, an Ethereum powered non-fungible NFT platform. XRP is going to crush it this year, he says, for those who are not philosophically opposed to the centralized banker coin. Now this is kind of, you know, one of those things, because, you know, as we know, XRP is not centralized, but, you know, anyways, XRP is offering an incredible opportunity. And according to Armstrong sources, central banks seem to be getting ready to use XRP once the lawsuit of the SEC against Ripple Labs has been cleared away. And again, these are according to his sources, but that's also, you know, like the XRP army and XRP researchers, that's their speculation too, right? Is that once we can get out of this basically Ripple lawsuit, you know, hopefully we would have a clear framework to work around, and you know, Ripple can just carry on. Also, we have Ripple mentioned that more than 80% of the world's central banks are actively exploring some form of sovereign-backed cryptocurrency, and that eventually there would be a wide range of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. So interesting stuff. Anyways, guys, I think this is huge, right? Because if you look on YouTube, most of the big YouTubers, right? In this case, let's say BitBoy Crypto, I'm pretty sure he has the largest crypto YouTube channel. For the most part, they don't like XRP, right? They don't really talk about it. They don't really like it. If they do say something about it, it's usually something bad. But here we have, you know, one of the largest crypto YouTube channels. We have BitBoy Crypto talking good about XRP. I mean, he says some stuff that is wrong, right? He says it's centralized and things like that. But point being is that this is getting out to a large amount of people, right? I think he has like over 1 million subscribers. So now there's a whole bunch of people who are used to hearing that XRP is a scam, XRP is no good, and then we have BitBoy Crypto here, or Ben, coming on and saying, hey, no, XRP is going to be a great opportunity. You got to buy it now. Get in while you can. So interesting stuff, right? Interesting stuff. And it almost comes at the perfect time, right? We're midway through the bull cycle. XRP price action has been like whiplashing. We just get whipped to the upside and plunged to the downside, right? The XRP chart looks crazy. There's so much volatility for XRP, which could be a bad thing for some people, but for other people that could be a very good thing, right? And in my personal opinion, to me, volatility is opportunity, right? I'd love to get into a volatile asset and try to take advantage of it and things like that. And for the most part, people do, right? People who are good traders who trade XRP make a ton of money on XRP. And as of right now, for the most part, it's pretty calm, right? The crypto market right now is pretty calm compared to how it was a few months ago when everything was just up. You know, right now everything has crashed back down a bit. Everything is much more calmer. You could almost say we're going through a reaccumulation, right? We know a lot of retail is selling. If we take a look at our fear and greed index here, we are in fear. But if we look at the data, and we've already looked at the data, you could check my previous videos. The data shows that, at least for Bitcoin, that's what we looked at for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is being accumulated by whale addresses, right? Bitcoin wallets that have over 1,000 Bitcoin in them is being accumulated, right? So you can almost pretty much picture that retail selling, whales are accumulating, so kind of going through a reaccumulation, probably midway through the bull cycle. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm just trying to get some thoughts off here. But anyways, it almost just seems like perfect timing, right? It seems like absolute perfect timing. If we are midway through the bull cycle, and now we have the largest YouTube channel speaking bullish about XRP right after we had that crazy volatility. It just, everything seems to be coming together perfectly for XRP. Once this SEC case is over, right, that could really be the big, you know, trigger moment, I would say, especially if we start having these large YouTubers. Once this SEC case, let's just say the SEC case goes in Ripple's favor, it's all done, it's all good, we could see, I think, a mass shilling of XRP from these large YouTube channels. Now, again, whether they're trying to shill it or trying to pump their bags or not, I'm just saying I think we could see a lot more people talking about XRP. And you guys know how XRP goes, right? It pumps very hard, very fast. You have to be ready for it, and you have to be ready to take some profits. But anyways, it's going to be very interesting to see what ends up playing out for Ripple and XRP. And now here we have the Bitcoin price consolidation may be nearing the end, this indicator suggests, which also kind of, you know, plays into this. As we know, or as you may not know, for the most part, Bitcoin is controlling the market, right? I'm a fan of utility altcoins and all of that, so, you know, no one jump down my throat or anything. That's what I mainly invest in, is utility altcoins that are, or I wouldn't even necessarily call them altcoins, just cryptocurrency blockchain projects that have utility. But as of right now, and the current market conditions that we are in, Bitcoin, for the most part, controls this market, right? If Bitcoin's going up, then the rest of the market is going up. And if Bitcoin is going down, the rest of the market is going down. It's not something I want or something that I like, but as of right now, it is what it is. So if this Bitcoin price consolidation, and in this case, we're going to be looking at the Bollinger Bands, if this is also coming close to an end, and if we move to the upside, because what this indicator is going to show us is, and off the previous history of this indicator, is that there's no real telling whether or not we will break bullish or bearish. All this indicator can tell us is that something at some point is going to happen, but whether that is to the upside or to the downside, you know, who really knows? But if you share my same thoughts, where you think that, you know, we have not ended this bull market, but rather we are halfway through, right? Or, you know, roughly halfway through, and this could have a good opportunity of breaking bullish, which then would propel the rest of the market up, right? Bitcoin taking off, followed by Ethereum taking off, followed by the large cap altcoins, the small cap altcoins, the micro caps, right? You guys know the money flow of crypto. So the cryptocurrency saw big moves in December and April after the Bollinger Band fell to 0.15. Bitcoin may soon move, and let's get this chart in the picture here so you guys can see this Bollinger Band chart. Bitcoin may soon move out of its 7-week trading range of $30,000 to $40,000, with an indicator tracking the cyclical nature of price volatility suggesting a big move is overdue. Bollinger Bandwidth, a measure of volatility calculated by dividing the spread between the Bollinger Bands by the 20-day average of the crypto's price, has declined to a 2.5-month low of 0.15. The crypto saw big moves in December and April after the bandwidth fell to 0.15. So let's take a look at this chart, right? These two orange lines, those are the Bollinger Bands. And this here is the Bollinger Band width. And what it is showing here, if you guys see this white line and you guys see these circles that are drawn, there's 3 circles. And those circles are just to show you that that is when the Bollinger Bandwidth went down and touched the 0.15 line, which is this white line right here. So as we can see here, when we touched the 0.15, what did price action do? It went on an increase, right? It went up. On the other hand, when we hit 0.15 here, what happened to the price action after that? It went down. And now we are at 0.15 right here. So the question is, are we going up or are we going down? That is the real question. And again, this indicator is not to predict which way we will move, being up or down. Rather, it's just meant to indicate that a move is imminent, right? A move is going to happen, whether to the upside or to the downside. Once these bands start getting really tight, you know, things start to happen. So Bitcoin dropped from 60,000 to 48,000 after the Bollinger Bandwidth dipped to 0.15 in mid-April. A similar reading in December paved the way for a bullish breakout from the multi-week price consolidation below 20,000. The crypto saw big moves during the 2017 bull run, each time the bandwidth narrowed to 0.15, and moves signaled by Bollinger Bandwidth are direction agnostic, as history shows. It means the anticipated change can be bullish or bearish, okay? Again, just touching on that. The forthcoming grayscale unlockings and blockchain data pointed to renewed buying by wealthy investors indicate that this time the move is likely to be bullish, okay? So the Bollinger Bands itself is not a bullish or bearish indicator. It's just that a move is going to happen, but grayscale unlockings and the blockchain data, again, go back to, I think it's like 1 or 2 videos ago, I showed you guys an article where I had some data that the Bitcoin wallet addresses, the whale wallet addresses are increasing, right? They are getting bigger, meaning the whales are buying. So they're using that data to basically say that this time, you know, if you compare the Bollinger Band data with the fact that whales are buying, you know, that could be that it is likely that we could break bullish. The upside is expected to gather steam above the 50-day moving average, resistance currently at $36,000. So let's go check out Tesla facing up to 100 million Bitcoin impairment loss in Q2. Bitcoin's recent dramatic sell-off could trigger a 100 million impairment loss on Tesla's Q2 financial records. Tesla will face what's known as an impairment charge. Tesla holds crypto as an intangible asset, and because of accounting rules, when Bitcoin's value drops below a certain amount, companies have to mark that down in their financial statements. Analysts I've been talking to are looking for between a 25 million and 100 million loss for Tesla on paper in the next quarter. In February, Tesla made headlines, and this is just kind of going over, a rough history of what happened with Tesla. So in February, Tesla made headlines after announcing the company invested $1.5 billion into Bitcoin to hold on the company's balance sheet and plan to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment for its vehicles. In April, the company revealed it took $101 million in profits to prove Bitcoin has sufficient liquidity. Again, in hindsight, kind of comical, right? Yeah, we're cashing out $101 million just to prove it has sufficient liquidity. Right. In May, Musk announced that Tesla halted Bitcoin payments, citing concerns about its energy consumption. Right. Because who invests? How much did they invest? 1.5 billion. Yeah, us at Tesla, we threw $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. We didn't research Bitcoin before we put in $1.5 billion. Are you kidding me? Why the hell would we research Bitcoin? We just threw it in. And then later on, we just realized, like, oh no, Bitcoin takes up a lot of energy, so we took it out, and we took out those profits, not for profit taking, just to prove it had sufficient liquidity. It's honestly too funny, guys. While the exact price is not known, Tesla announced their Bitcoin purchase in February when the asset was worth roughly $32,000 to $33,000. And despite Tesla's investment going underwater, Musk has implied they have no intentions of selling the rest of its Bitcoin holdings. That's also interesting as well, right? Maybe they're also expecting some further price action to the upside. Maybe this bull run isn't over after all, right? Especially when we see these wallet addresses expanding. Our fear and greed index for today not extreme fear. Yesterday we were in extreme fear at 20. Today we are in just fear at 28. Prices for today, we have Bitcoin at 34,000, Ethereum at 2,300. Binance Coin at $318, Cardano at $1.40, and XRP at 66 cents. That's what we'll do today. Just the first 5 cryptos. And with that said, guys, that is the video for today. If you enjoyed it, make sure you tap the like. I've also been notified, some people not getting notifications for these videos. So at that point, you might also be unsubscribed. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have the bell tick so you are notified. Hopefully, YouTube will notify you. And with that said, guys, that's the video. Also, keep in mind, not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just here to document the daily crypto news in this crypto bull run, and that is it. All right, guys. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.